Morning, everybody. I just finished another 3-mile ruck. I had my brother Brandon and my brother-in-law Matt with me this morning, so it was nice to have some extra company. I picked up the pace a little bit more today, which was cool. So I'll post those stats at the end. But just heading home right now, so I'm going to do the devotion here with you this morning. So we're back in Hebrews chapter 11, verses 27 to 28. This morning's devotion is called The Faith to Forsake All. So the verse says, "By faith he forsook Egypt, not fearing the wrath of the king, for he endured as seeing him who is invisible. By faith he kept the Passover and sprinkling of blood, lest he who destroyed the firstborn should touch them." So God sent Moses back to Egypt to deliver his people. So imagine, Moses was 40 years old when he fled and met Jethro. Then he stayed with him for another 40 years. So that meant God called Moses when he was 80 years old. Moses felt that he could not speak eloquently, kind of like me, stumbling over these words here, yet God had called him. He was the one who made his mouth. Exodus 4, chapters 10 through 12. So finally, God told Moses that he would also use his brother Aaron to speak to Pharaoh. And he would teach them both what to do in Exodus 4:13. By faith, Moses obeyed the Lord, the voice of the Lord, not fearing the king. In Exodus chapters 3 through 12, Moses asked the Pharaoh to let God's people go, but he refused and hardened his heart. 10 plagues were sent upon Egypt, including frogs, flies, and lice. The river Nile had turned into blood, and the darkness covered the land. So then a final plague was going to happen that would claim the lives of all the firstborn, both man and beast. So God instructed Moses to tell the Hebrews that the angel of death was going to come at night. If anyone did not kill a lamb, take its blood and place it on top of the doorpost, and on both sides, their firstborn would die. They also kept the feast of the Passover. Exodus 12 tells us that. By faith, Moses kept the Passover so that the angel of death passed over the homes that had the blood over the doorpost. You see, right there in the Bible was a sign of the cross in the Old Testament. We can see that all throughout the Old Testament, all the signs that point to Jesus and the cross and what Jesus would ultimately do for all of us. So that night when the angel of death came, the firstborn from every child died, and there was heard such a weeping and wailing in Egypt. Even Pharaoh's firstborn son died. In grief and anger, Pharaoh finally allowed God's people to go. Like Moses, do you have the faith to forsake all? Will you let go of this world to follow Christ? Then God's judgment will pass over you and you will be saved. We'll end with a quote here. It says the church fathers, "And as the blood of the Passover saved those who were in Egypt, so also the blood of Christ will deliver from death those who have believed." So just want to encourage everybody, if you have not put your faith in Jesus Christ and what the power of the cross can do in your life, the blood of Christ is powerful. And so I just encourage you to read his word, get into some good groups with other men, so you can fellowship with each other and just see what the power of Christ is capable of. So hope you guys have a great day, and God bless.